Welcome to Cloud Campaign. We are a platform built for social media managers by social media managers to scale your day-to-day workflows. With cutting-edge research and development, it is a system that will set you apart in every aspect of your role. Whether you are running your own company, representing an enterprise agency, or somewhere in between, social media will affect your business. It's up to you as a social media manager to dictate how you can maximize your efficiency, communication, and overall output. In this course, we will analyze how to effectively understand and develop our target audience, manage and organize our content, interpret analytics, and establish a standard for ethics and wellness. Even better, you will leave with an understanding and an expertise of how to implement a technical solution to elevate your workflows and the processes of your entire organization. There is a lot to cover, so we will break it up part by part to focus on specific topics, scenarios, and applications in more detail. We're looking forward to working with you and setting you apart as a marketer in social media. Managing social media for an organization can mean a lot of different things and look a lot of different ways. From funny memes to informative articles, there are so many ways to have an influential impact with your digital presence. Think of your favorite brands on social media. What has made you laugh? What's inspired you? On the other hand, who has gotten a thumbs down or an unfollow? Good or bad, an organization's social presence starts with its strategy. So what is a social media strategy? There isn't necessarily one right answer, but an effective strategy is typically a formula of checkpoints, processes, and standards that ensure you are aligned with your company's goals of consumer engagement. And remember that a successful social media strategy is never static. It requires continuous monitoring, adaptation, and optimization to achieve continued success. Step 1. Set clear objectives. When building a social media strategy, it can be helpful to begin with the end in mind. Meaning, what is it we are trying to accomplish? Your objectives should all be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That way you can easily analyze success or failure and respond appropriately. Step 2. Know your audience. Research and create detailed buyer personas representing your target audience. Understand their demographics, interests, pain points, and online behavior to tailor your content accordingly. Step 3. Identify your ideal platforms. With different businesses come different products and services, which means very unique audiences might be involved. So selecting the correct platforms to use will be vital. Focus on platforms where your audience is most active and engaged. Step 4. Competitor analysis. It is always helpful to understand what competition or your clients are posting, what channels they are using, and the frequency of their presence. If you can identify strengths and weaknesses of similar use cases, you will be primed to identify areas of differentiation and ways to improve your strategies. Step 5. Resource allocation. Determine the human and financial resources required to execute your strategy effectively. This can look like assigning user permissions in a system and defining particular responsibilities, or even hiring and training team members to be experts in a particular part of the process. Step 6. Content strategy. Your content ideas can potentially be the most open-ended part of your holistic strategy. It is vital to create a mix of content types such as informative articles, engaging visuals, videos, polls, and user-generated content. It's also helpful to identify your preferred content pillars in which you'll build those different posts and content types. Pillar examples include education, inspiration, conversion, and entertainment. It is also of significant importance to ensure consistency in your branding, messaging, and voice. A healthy mix will keep your audience active and on their toes every time they interact with your brand's content. Step 7. Creating a visual identity. Develop a cohesive visual identity for your social media profiles. This typically includes a consistent color scheme, logo, and visual style that reflects your brand's personality. Step 8. Creating a structured content calendar. Having a content calendar in place is fundamental to having a consistent and meaningful posting schedule. Rushing at the last minute can lead to having an inconsistent flow and mistakes in scheduling. A balanced content calendar traditionally reflects the 80-20 rule, where 80% of your content should focus on providing value and entertainment to your audience, and the other 20% can be used for promotional activities. This is where using a system like Cloud Campaign can be helpful, as it will keep all of your clients organized with their own calendars and multiple scheduling methods. Step 9. Defining the rules of engagement. Once your content experiences its inevitable success, best practice is to set standards with your team on how to interact with engagements and messages on social media. While maintaining a consistent brand voice, you should promptly address inquiries, comments, and concerns to foster a positive online community. Step 10. Data, analytics, and optimization. It is vital to regularly review your social media performance data to identify trends, successes, and areas for improvement. Monitor metrics like engagement and conversion rate, impressions, and clicks to track your success against your previously defined objectives. Adjust your strategy based on insights gained from the data. Solutions like Cloud Campaign can make this monitoring process incredibly intuitive, organized, and automated. Step 11. Crisis management. While the majority of your engagement should be great feedback and love from your followers, negativity is always going to be a part of social media. There is risk associated with every post and campaign. It is a non-negotiable standard to have an effective plan in place for handling negative social comments, PR issues, and hits at your brand image. Define who, when, and how your organization will respond to these interactions. It can be very impactful in how current and future clients view your brand. Step 12. Progressive learning and adaptation. Social media trends and algorithms are evolving constantly. Stay updated on industry trends, algorithm changes, and new platform features. You must always be prepared to adapt your strategy accordingly. If you are unsure, your analytics can be a good window into whether or not an adjustment is necessary.